Hi, this is P. Radhakeshini, and today we are going to discuss about placental abruption. It is an obstetric topic, so let's move. So placental abruption. So first we will look about the picture image. Okay, so this is the placenta. Actually this is uterus and fetus is present inside uterus. So this is the placenta, and because of the rupture of the placenta, actually placental abruption is simply mean rupture of placenta. So because of the rupture of placenta, there is a bleeding. So you can see the blood present inside the uterus. So let us discuss it. Okay, so what about the definition of placental abruption is? So placental abruption is the early separation of the placenta from uterine lining before the completion of the second stage of labor. So this is about the definition of placental abruption. Okay, so it is separating prematurely. So placenta has to be delivered once the fetus deliver, once the baby deliver. Only during that time the placenta has to separate. But because of the early separation, this occurs. Okay, so and placental abruption is the most common cause for antepartum hemorrhage. So what is antepartum hemorrhage? So during pregnancy, so antepartum, the name indicates it's during pregnancy the hemorrhage occurs. So during pregnancy hemorrhage occurs mostly because of the placental abruption. That's about this. And epidemiology, how many of them are affected by placental abruption? As we can tell, it's 1 in 100 or 1 in 200 of them are affected by placental abruption. And so risk factors. So here is a mnemonic about risk factor of placental abruption, and here you can see about this. So aged multi-smoker. Consider a female who is aged and she is multi-smoker. Okay, multi-smoker. So aged you can know by advanced maternal age. So that is the first cause. And multi. So this word multi refers to multiparity. So multiparity. Okay. So aged multi-smoker. Smoker, yeah, they do smoke. So smoking and cocaine is one of the risk factors. And so aged multi-smoker, we can promise that they will be tensed and deficit. Okay, so promises prom, that is premature rupture of the membrane. Premature rupture of membrane is prom. And tensed. So tensed is about hypertension, and deficit is folic acid deficiency. So that is folic acid deficiency. So this is about risk factors. So aged multi-smoker, we can promise that they will be tensed and deficit. So that's about risk factor. Next we can move. So here we continue with the placental abruption, and it is about the classification of placental abruption. Okay, we are done with the definition and risk factors. Now we will go about classification. So classification of placental abruption is of 3 types. They are revealed, concealed and mixed type. So revealed, concealed and mixed type. Okay, so revealed. So what is revealed type is you can see the bleeding is coming out. It's coming out the uterus. Okay, so we will have bleeding, visible bleeding. Actually, that is visible bleeding. So in concealed type, there is a bleeding, no, but it does not come out of the uterus. It is formed as clot. there is clot formation within the uterus. So that is called concealed type. And mixed type, so you can guess it, that it is the mix of both revealed and concealed. So you can see formation of clot as well as few drops of bleeding you can see. So that is mixed type. These are all the types of placental abruption. So here we have to know about the covaliar uterus. So it is related to the concealed type. Okay. So as concealed type forms a clot, it may penetrate within the myometrium. So within the myometrium it can penetrate, and the bleeding, the blood clot goes deeper. So there is a covaliar uterus can occur in the concealed type of placental abruption, because only in concealed type we can see blood clot formation. It does not come out bleeding. There is no bleeding. Okay. So in covaliar uterus, so about definition, in concealed type, blood collects behind the placenta which enters into the myometrium, and it is formed as bluish colored. So the bluish colored uterus is formed because it penetrates into the myometrium. So that is covaliar uterus. And about symptoms of placental abruption, there is bleeding, and which is painful. So painful bleeding is present, and it is in dark color. So the bleeding is in dark color, and it occurs in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. Okay. So this is about symptoms. And what is the most common cause? So a trauma like accident can lead to placental abruption. So trauma of abdomen, that may be the cause of placental abruption. So that leads to separation of the placenta, and so that is the main cause of placental abruption. So we go with the investigation of placental abruption. So it's clinical diagnosis. So clinical diagnosis is the best investigation, as well as transabdominal scan can be done, and fetal heart sound must be heard, complete blood count and coagulation profile. There is bleeding, so we have to check for the coagulation profile also. And about complication, there is DIC, that is disseminated intravascular coagulation, and there may be shock, also acute renal failure. All these are complications of the placental abruption. And treatment, so terminating the pregnancy is the most common treatment for the placental abruption. So for term gestation and the hemodynamically stable mother, we go for vaginal delivery. And preterm gestation and hemodynamically stable mother, so as it is preterm, we will monitor the fetal growth, and if any instability occurs, then we will deliver. Then fetal distress or maternal unstable. If the maternal is unstable, then immediate delivery must be done, and also in fetal distress. So this is about the placental abruption. So please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.